FNaF 1 starts off with you getting a job as a night guard. Pretty simple, right? Just wait, gets crazy. Because you are a security guard, it gives you access to the cams within the building, revealing that you're not the only one alone. Except, it's not like these guys are alive or anything, right? Wait a minute. I think they're moving on their own, guys. But I mean, it's not like they'll find me cooped up in my office.
Oh my goodness, they're here!
Bonnie is the one that seems to have the most beef with me for whatever reason. Him and his stupid, ugly face. Chica has a cupcake wherever she goes and really enjoys pizza. A little too much.
Pizza, pizza!
Foxy over here seems to think we're in some sort of marathon winning the gold medal at the official Olympic Games Beijing 2022. Just look at him go. And then there's Freddy. Good old Freddy. Hides in the shadows like he did something wrong and doesn't want his parents finding out about it. He has a laugh as he moves as if he's treating this like some sort of game. But he isn't all that mean considering he plays us a little lullaby before he kills us.
Dead!
But all of that isn't as crazy as what's in FNaF 2. All of them
Are upgraded.
made to look like action figures you'd get from your local Toys R Us, in the toy section. I'm convinced that the giraffe mascot is an animatronic, and there's nothing you can do to change my mind. I've said what I said. However, this time around, you don't have any doors to stay safe and confined behind. You monsters. Instead, you have the Freddy mask to keep you safe from the many animatronics. Probably, maybe. Oh, yeah, this guy right here is one of us. And a flashlight. Yay! The flashlight is used for one thing and one thing only. Withered Foxy. Instead of running at you, he just kind of stares at you and waits for an opportunity. But if you flash him with the light, he'll go away. For a little while. Sometimes physically injured Foxy will get in your room and just waits. Most of the animatronics will kill you if you let them in, but some are only there to annoy you or take away some of the ability to defend yourself with. I'm mainly referring to Balloon Boy, taking your batteries so you can't use your flashlight, that stupid damn brat. Speaking of brats and annoyances, that brings us up to FNaF 3 with Springtrap. Now, I think we can all agree that he's exactly like a misbehaved puppy. You tell him to go away, but it comes right back begging for a treat. Also, this game isn't scary. I don't think I need to explain that. But there's only one animatronic, so that's good, right? Oh yeah, and there's also ghosts. A lot of ghosts. But don't worry, they don't count, just simply a figment of your imagination. But them annoying you is very real. You have a lot of mechanical issues going around in your office, and you have to be the one to fix it apparently. Not that you have mechanical experience anyways. Every so often you may experience a chain reaction of all the ghost animatronics that leads to the point of the brain-dead Springtrap to kill you. You know what's also brain-dead? The child you play as in FNaF 4. Get it? Because the bite okay, you get it. You play as a child in a bedroom having to survive against nightmare animatronics, but they can't be that scary, right? Oh, yep, okay, never mind, that checks out. To this day, this game still scares me, although I can't pinpoint why. It might be from Foxy being a complete peeping Tom if he gets into your closet. Or maybe it's from the tiny Freddys that are on the bed screaming for help as if a child with brain damage will be the one hurting them. You'll notice that this game plays a lot like FNaF 1 with Foxy being some sort of wild card running down the halls, peeping Tom. Same difference. However, that word, Peeping Tom, it reminds me of when Michael Afton decided to go to the sister location to find the secrets of his father's work. Except all this game is about is fixing mechanical issues and, dying a lot. Like father, like son. Now, this game is mostly reliant on story and nothing more. Sure, there's jump scares, sure, there's tasks to do. Sure, there's a giant scooper used to end Michael's life so that Ennard can use it to enter the real world. As if he couldn't do that without his body, but, moving on. FNaF 6, also known as Pizza Sim, is a game where you build your very own pizzeria, except it's not. Instead, your job is to collect broken animatronics like Scrap Baby and Scrap Trap, Peanut, as well as various other animatronics. Can't let those things let loose in the world and start their own animatronic society, can you? So, burn the building down. Speaking of things that are getting hot, UCN takes FNaF at a whole new level of screwed up. You thought FNaF 6 was hard of a game? Please. That game was barely able to say its first words before UCN was a thing. You got animatronics coming from the vents, through the doors, air ducts for whatever reason, and of course, Mr. Hippo. Yeah, this one has to be the longest jump scare ever.
After all, if it weren't from me, it would have just been from someone else, you know? I guess what I'm trying to say is life goes on. Well, for everyone else, life goes on, not for you. You're dead. That's neither here.
With over 50 animatronics, you will, and I promise, you will have a tough time with this game. Also, watch out for Music Man. Security Breach. Besides it being the glitchiest FNaF game we've ever had to lay our eyes upon, this is the first game to hit the open world side of the franchise. It's terrible. Open world horror games don't do very well, and I think Security Breach proved that. The only part I actually had a tough time with was the endo section. Now that was scary. Everything else related to the game was simply a fever dream to me. At least good old Freddy had decent voice dialogue to keep me sane. More tasks than a game of StarCraft. Thing is about StarCraft though, it's actually good. Ruin, on the other hand, is so much better because it was free. Just kidding, but seriously, if Security Breach followed that linear pathing that Ruin did so well on, Security Breach would be just as good. You got Monty that looks and acts just like a dog. You know what else looks like a dog? Springtrap. Springtrap is a dog, but if Afton is like a misbehaved puppy, then Monty would have to be something like a Rottweiler with the way he acts. And it is very lovable, I must say. You get a mask to change your surroundings, and also there's this guy who just exists. Glamrock Chica has definitely seen better days, and Freddy is, well, not all there. And Roxy actually has some compassion for people, unlike for Gregory.
You are nothing.
That's all I have to say for these games. Now, get out of here.